I've just arrived from Melbourne, Australia, and greeted here by my friends and founders of Celebrate Santa, Santa Joe and Mary Moore. Oh, I'm so excited to be here. Now here is my friend Santa Steve Darling, who's just flown in from the Northern Territory, Australia, with flag in hand and ready to represent Australia with myself at this great convention. Now we spotted some reindeer here. We believe the US Santa's preferred mode of transport. However, Santa Steve bought his camel, his preferred mode of transport in the Northern Territory, the hottest area of Australia. Oh, and he also has brought along a couple of beach balls for added fun. Ho, ho, ho. You know us Aussies, always wanting to have fun. Now, personally, I preferred to bring my boomerang. I like to think of it as a symbol of how life keeps coming back to us, either higher, lower, or on the same playing field, depending on what energy you send out in the first place. It's my reminder to send out great energy, great positive energy, and that was exactly what I was here to do, to represent the oldest yet the newest country in a bright, positive Santarina light. Now there's a lot of Santas, Secret Santas, Mrs Clauses and elves from all over the US and around the world. I'm so lucky to have so many good friends, Mrs Clauses and Santa Clauses, to look after me. I could easily get lost in a sea of red here. Ho, ho, ho. Now the fun is about to begin. The cars and buses are being loaded and off to the parade in downtown Gatlinburg, Tennessee we go. Ho ho! I am most honoured to be on the float with the chairs and founders, and let's hear why they chose this float. Here's Santa Joe Moore.
We chose this float because it says peace on earth, and that's what we're hoping to bring to everybody. And the angels on the float as well. We're wishing peace to everybody that's watching the parade today.
Well, and I have the first ever Mrs. Claus walking stick. One of our vendors, who's an artist, made a lot of Santa's walking sticks, and I said, well, now you got to do one for Mrs. Claus. And so I have the first one, and hope that many more will be accompanying Mrs. Claus.
And here's two of the chair people, Cindy Lou Thomas, Mrs Claus, and her husband, Santa Claus, Charlie Thomas. And right in front of us, leading the floats and the Grand Marshals, is the Nicholas of Myra director, Gerald Harkey, and the leading actor, Matthew Messler, with Gerald's niece also on the float. And leading the parade out the front, walking in front of the floats, is our lovely Santa and Mrs Claus, Pam and Tim Cavender. And the parade is alive with so many wonderful Santas, Mrs Clauses, elves, pirates. Oh, there's so much to see, and so many wonderful smiling faces. Oh, the atmosphere is fun, 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 and there's people lined all over the streets as we go downtown. The weather was a little bit wet this year. Last year the sun came out, but it was still a great turnout as people shouted and cheered for all the Santas and Mrs Claus and elves. It was a lot of fun as we rode through the town of Gatlinburg. Oh, and on the way home, everybody jumped back into the buses and cars as they headed off back to the hotels. Oh, it was a great parade. Everybody's happy. Now to get organised for the next event tonight. Oh yes, we've got the Jingle Bell Ball and the fantastic fashion parade coming up as well. Oh, lots more to see. Stay tuned for the next video. Oh, it's going to be fun. Enjoy these great images with wonderful Santas and Mrs Clauses. friends from around the world.
I have to go to the bathroom.
Hold it! So there's two types of tube.